So recently I've discovered this habit of trying super old lenses on brand new camera with new sensors, and in this case we do have this 15 aperture blade Pentacon F4, which is a 200mm lens, and I'll be trying it on my Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro in Blackmagic RAW or B-RAW 6K. And before I show you the clip, I actually want to let you know that if you are interested in actually seeing how old lenses perform, and you might even be wanting to kind of like invest in them, which you can request and tell me the lens that you want to see, and I will do my best and bring it on this channel. And if you want to see more, again, the lens that I'm trying next is this Helios 85mm, which is a very beautiful vintage lens, and I just want to do more than just taking these lenses to my local park. So I also want to involve models and just shoot skin tone, because that is something that filmmaker really want to see, how some of these lenses render skin tone. So again, if you want to see that, make sure you like this video. So again, before I tell you more about this lens, I'm going to play those clips that so you guys can watch them. As you can see, for a lens that cost less than $10, this is actually a very good lens, and I was actually surprised on how it kept up with the Blackmagic Pocket 6K Pro. The lens is not too sharp, which you can imagine, it's a vintage lens, so you get to see those characteristics, which is actually very good. And this would be very cool if you was telling a story about, let's say, someone who passed away like a long time ago, or just how the city used to be like a long time ago, and you'd be able to catch those, you know, like a B-roll with this lens, and they will be able to mimic that story, because as you know, the lens, it's all about its characteristics. And if you actually want to see where this lens is sharp, it is sharp at f4, and it's actually a decent lens, and I would not even complain about it, because listen, the money that you pay and what you get for this lens, it's honestly worth it. But a few things that I will tell you, this lens will be very, very useful to photographer or people who does like product stuff. And if you really want to get those bokeh or depth of field, this is the lens that you need to try. And for those who would like to put this lens on a full frame lens, this is going to be a 200mm, but because I did put this on a super 35, it's kind of like 380 to 400 mil, so that is really good. And let's say you have a camera such as Sony, Blackmagic, or Nikon, or any Micro Four Third, you'll be able to get any M42 to your lens mount or the lens mount of your choice, and then you'll be able to adapt this lens onto your camera. So another thing that I would like to tell you, that if you're actually doing handheld, you actually experience some shake, because obviously this is a super telephoto lens and you need to stabilize it on a tripod. So guys, that is everything that I can tell you about this lens. And another thing that I'll mention, like I said, if you want to see more, I'm testing the Helios 85mm f1.5 next, and with this lens I actually want to experiment more and then just use people, because why not? And I know you guys want to see how this lens flare, how it renders skin tone and all those characteristics. So again, if you like this series, make sure you subscribe, and I'll be seeing you next time.